Hey guys, welcome to the 27th C programming tutorial, and in this tutorial we're going to be looking at pointers and arrays. So let's just go ahead right here and create an integer array. So I'm going to say int nums, and to signify that it's an array I need to put two square brackets, and then I'm just going to go ahead and set it equal to 5, 6, 7, and 8 right here. Alright, so now let's go ahead and draw out this integer array called nums in memory, assuming that each one of the integers inside of this integer array takes up a unit of memory. So this 5 takes up a unit of memory, this 6 takes up a unit of memory, and so on. So we're just going to go and paint right here and set aside 4 units of memory for our integer array. And any time that an array is created, all of its elements are stored right next to one another. So the 5 would be stored here, the 6 here, 7 here, and finally the 8 would be stored right here. Alright, so this right here is the integer at the index of 0, this is the integer at the index of 1, integer at the index of 2, and integer at the index of 3. So let's just say that we wanted to create a pointer that points to this integer array right here. Well, what we're going to want to do is just create a pointer that stores the address of this first element right here. So we want to create a pointer that stores the address of this 5. So what we're going to do is we're just going to say int pointer called pointer equals the address of the first element inside of this array right here called nums. Alright, so now this integer pointer called pointer just stores the address of this 5 right here in memory. Alright, so if we were to just dereference this pointer called pointer, we would get 5. So let's just go ahead and print that out onto the screen. So we're going to be printing out an integer that is at the address stored in pointer. So I'm going to say dereference pointer, and we should just get out onto the screen a 5, since that's the first element inside of our integer array right here. Perfect. Alright. So all that this did right here is we just created a pointer that stores the address of the first element inside of this integer array right here. And the first element inside of this integer array right here is 5. So this pointer just stores the address of the 5 in memory. And then all we did was just dereference that pointer. So we just went to the address stored in that pointer variable and got the integer there. So we just got onto our screen 5. Alright, so now let's go ahead and print out onto our screen the value stored in pointer, or the address stored in pointer, and we're also going to print out onto the screen this array. So we're going to print out pointer, and we're also going to print out our array called nums. Alright, so let's just go ahead and run this and see what happens. They're both the same. So what we did right here is we just printed out the address of the first element inside of our integer array, and then we printed out the array itself. So all that an array is just a pointer that stores the address of the first element inside of that array. So if we were to go ahead right here and just dereference our array, we would get 5 out onto the screen. So let's just go ahead and do that and make sure that it works. So all I'm going to do is just dereference our array right here. And remember, all that an array is just a pointer that stores the address of the first element inside of that array. So if I were to run this, I should just get 5 out onto the screen. Perfect. Alright, so that's pretty much it for this tutorial, so see you guys.